Hi, Jason Dixon with Newberger & Company with your training tip for Tuesday. If you're at any point in the sales process with a prospect or with a client and you've heard something like, let me think it over or let me get back to you, chances are we've missed something in our system and our process leading up to this point. We've maybe not set the right expectations for what we want to happen at the end of that conversation, or we've missed some information leading up to the point where before we've presented and given up our information. So there's a couple of things that we need to make sure that we have in place before we get to a spot where we're asking for that close and they weren't ready for it. One, we need to make sure that we've set the right expectations for a decision, meaning a yes, a no, or a really solid next step. A really solid next step isn't, let me think it over and get back to you. Chances are there's something, an element that we've missed. So we have to set the right expectations that it has to land in one of those three places. The second thing that needs to be in place is we have to be sure that we've uncovered really compelling reasons to do business. There has to be something that we're solving for. There has to be pain there. We can't just be selling to price. Third thing is we need to make sure we understand that our prospecting client understands the budget surrounding these issues or challenges. We have to make sure that they're willing and able to part with the time, the money, and the energy to solve those problems. The next thing we need to make sure we have in place is understanding the decision process leading up to this. We need to make sure that we've got all the right players in place. We need to make sure we understand the criteria that they're using to make this decision. And then finally, we need to make sure that we do in fact ask for that close. So if we get to the end and before we present and give up our detail, our scope, our pricing especially, before we lose our leverage in the sales process by giving up our information, we need to check the boxes on all of those areas. So if you look back in your process and you go back and reevaluate an area where you've heard a think it over, let me get back to you, and you believe that there's any of the issues or challenges that you're having surrounding any of those boxes that are left unchecked, reach out to us. Let us know how we can help. Reach out to me, reach out to any consultants at Newberger & Company. We'd be happy to help. Thanks and have a great day. Hi, Jason Dixon with Newberger & Company for your training. You'll cut in after I do the decision part. Okay. So I like that ending.